Welcome back everybody to Just Weld and Fab. Today we are going to work on a truck. It's a 1973 Ford F350, and the issue is the timing chain appears to be slapping inside the case. So a gentleman asked me if I'd be willing to change it for him, so that's what we're going to do. Let me show you what is going on. Some of you Ford guys out there can tell me what you know about these 390 blocks. I looked them up a little bit. Sound like they was quite the torque monster, and it's got a lot of potential, but this one's being kept pretty much original. I'll check the mileage here after a bit. Right now I need to get it started and get it over in front of the garage so we can get started in on it. Alright, this old girl's not wanting to start. From the smell of the fuel that's coming out of that carburetor, it's not smelling very good. I know this truck sat for 2-3 years without being moved, so I'm going to hit it with what little bit of starter fluid I got, which is not ideal, but hopefully it's got enough to make it fire over. So that's the plan right now. I don't think it's going to be enough. Maybe I gotta get more in there. Come on, baby. Alright, I'm going to have to do something else. I'll get right back with you. Alright, we're going to try it one more time, and then if this don't work, I'm going to have to get a battery. Oh no. Oh no. Try to keep it running. Come on, girl. All right, after a jump pack. Alright, after a jump pack, we finally got the thing fired up. Let me bring you in here so you can hear the noise. Kind of hear it down in there. I wasn't fully convinced of it, but the guy seems quite confident that's the case. So that's what we're going to tear into. I need to go ahead and get this thing moved before the engine gets too warmed up. Hard to deal with. Alright, quick update. Got the shroud loose, coolant drained out of it. Working on pulling the flex fan off. Belts are off. Getting a little closer. About down to the timing cover. Got to disconnect the fuel line. I think I have to remove the fuel pump. Remove upper lower fuel lines probably. And I just got done pressure washing things off to try to make it a little less greasy. But we are making progress. Getting closer to the problem. Next step, we're going to pull that crank. Excuse me, the crank pulley. The dampener, and then I guess that spacer that's behind it. I don't know. Yeah, definitely. Those both definitely have to come off, it looks like. and then we'll be one step closer. That's where we're at. Working on cleaning up the mating surface. I'm down to the timing chain itself. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna say it's definitely bad. But I didn't see where it was slapping the inside of the cover. There's no wear marks. But we're coming along. I figure out what I'm going to replace and what I'm not. This is not my vehicle. I don't want to do it twice. I think I will replace that little section of fuel line there. That's feeling pretty soft. That needs changed. Anyway, that is where we are at. Work on getting that timing chain sprocket stuff off of there. Excuse me, new timing chain set is on, ready to rock. Unfortunately, I can't get any gaskets until tomorrow, so this job's gonna have to sit. I'm currently cleaning up pieces and parts, you know, kind of jazz this old engine up just a little bit. Water pump pulley, crank pulley, alternator brackets, obviously the fan, and the harmonic balancer. Just getting some rattle can stuff on it, make it look a little bit better, a little more fresh. I'm going to clean up the water pump and see if I can get some paint on that part, and the rest is just cleaning up. That's all I'm going to be able to do to this thing today. And then tomorrow afternoon, when I get the new gaskets, new timing cover seal, which I probably shouldn't have painted it yet, because I still got to beat that seal out of there. Alright, that is it for this evening. The truck is not back together because I'm waiting on gaskets and stuff. That'll be in tomorrow. So I will see you guys tomorrow, and we'll get this project finished up. We are back, and I've got it all back together. Wow, you can't really see that. Let me grab some light. Alright, we are back. I have everything all back together, painted up some stuff to jazz it up a little bit. Unfortunately, even with all my efforts, the suspicion that I had from the get-go, I'm going to have to revert back to. I was really hoping that what we thought was wrong, and it's not the case. I believe we have a bigger issue, and that is we got a wrist pin knocking in there. It runs too smooth to be much of anything else. I don't know. Let me fire this thing up. I'll let you guys listen to it. You tell me what you think, and I'm gonna have to call the gentleman and let him know that I think this has got a deeper issue. So let me start it up. Alright, let's see what it'll do. Hear it? Oh, that sounds a lot deeper. Really hoping it was something else. But... oh man, I can't think of any reason whatsoever there'd be a noise like that under the valve cover. Or maybe I'll pull the valve covers off of it tomorrow and see what we got. That is going to be it for tonight. This just bums me out. Really hoping that what I did was going to fix it. He seemed confident. Not the case. We are back. I am still bummed out about the what sounds like a knock in the engine. I spoke with a gentleman trying to come up with a good plan for that. He still has a nasty fuel leak on the carburetor, so we are going to go ahead and remove the carburetor today and at least get that resolved, so it will be taken care of. So this is what we're dealing with. Here is a Motorcraft, the 2100 series 2-barrel carburetor. I know it's not enough really to make this motor do what it's capable of doing. However, it is a stock option that he is very content with. So we're just going to resolve the issue with the leak in the fuel, and that'll probably be it with this. Got the carburetor off. Been cleaning it up in some old gasoline. It's a lot cleaner. You can see it's not perfect, but it's better. Everything feels tight. I'm not a specialist. I have not done but more than a couple of these. The plan is to just clean it up really good and resolve the leaks. I am going to pull the top off of it just to get a good look down inside the bowls to make sure that's good and clean. I suspect there's probably some varnish and stuff down in there. If that's the case, the plan is to just clean it out. I don't really want to change anything out because it ran and idled pretty good. So, I mean, I don't think there was any issues there, so there's no reason for me to change that. And the factory parts are still probably going to be better than the aftermarket parts. So that's the plan. Pull the top off, check the inside, and the actual leak was either coming, I think it was coming from this. I don't know what that is. Or it was coming from this. Either way, I think there's like a diaphragm or something in there. So I have the kit. As I said earlier, this is a Motorcraft 2100. The part number that I picked up was, let's see, it's from Walker Products. Here's the part number, 15369D as in Delta. It should have everything that I need, and then some. That's usually the way these kits are. They come with a few extra parts, and being that I'm not doing a full-on rebuild, at least I think I'm not doing a full-on rebuild. Like I said, it was running just fine, so I'm just going to pull the top off of it, inspect the inside, clean it as necessary. Try not to mess with too much of it because, like I said, it was working good. I'm not tuning something that doesn't need tuned, just trying to fix the leaks. Here's something I thought was neat. Probably know exactly what this is. I mean, I know this is a choke, and the only ones that I'm ever familiar with are the electric and the pull cable style. I've not seen one that runs a hard line down to the exhaust manifold. So I thought that was kind of neat. I mean, it makes sense as the heat travels up through there. This tends to the choke opens up, and it does its magic. So if you guys have seen that before, drop it down in the comments below and tell me what it was on. I'm always interested in learning, and I've never really had a mentor. This has always been trial and error for myself. So, all right, let's get this thing opened up. See what we got to do here. 4 screws that holds it on. Are you able to take that out? I haven't a clue, man. No, that can stay in there. Alright, so this thing will stay in this plate. Doesn't look like I have to remove it just yet. So this will stay in this. Looks like it's just the 4 screws. We're going to have a little bit of a linkage thing going on here. Looks like I need to undo this screw here, and I can get that off there. Make sure there's not like a timing mark of some sort. Alright, that's that. Alright, I just want to make sure that goes back on there like that. That just slides over the rod, rotates back. This is for my reference as much as it is yours. Put that there. Screw number 1, quadrant 1. Screw number 2, quadrant 2. Just kidding. I don't think I have to do all that. I don't think I could anyway. authentic Motorcraft tag back on there in its correct location. At least that's the plan. We ready to separate? Just don't go hard on it. Spot over here, I might be able to just kind of lightly crack. No? You're gonna make me a liar? Oh. Looks like I gotta undo this. I gotta grab another tool. Our back. Added some light. Hopefully it helps. Now we'll see if it's separated. Hey, like it was supposed to. Got the rod hanging up over here. Rotate a little bit to get that. Clean the inside of this. It says, where did that little rubber plug come from? I really don't know where that little rubber plug came from. I don't know what its point and purpose was. Put it in there. Looks like mine. Here's the middle, and I don't know what it'd be doing there. Oh, great. I don't know what this is. Looks like a piece of silicone, but it's too shaped for it. Anyway, down here. Hope that don't ruin everything. Make sure I have a gasket that'll match. Once you open these things up, they don't like to take them back for obvious reasons. That little rubber piece. I don't know what it goes to, but there's more to that one. I don't know. Well, gasket off there. Try to anyway. Well, as I suspected, pretty dirty in there. Put it back on just like that. I suppose I could flip it. And I guess it really wouldn't work. Some of the holes wouldn't line up, so if you guys run into this, make sure you do have it the correct way. It looks like the identifier is going to be this little hole here has to line up with this one here. If you don't, it won't line up, and it looks like you could technically put it back together and it would not work well because this would not seal up correctly, even though, yeah, so you wouldn't get full coverage on this side. Let me see if I can show you. See that spot right there? It wouldn't seal up. And as you can see right here, this little hole wouldn't match the gasket. So you can get it upside down. If you're not careful, it'll probably make life miserable. Alright, so there is a particular way that should go. Pull the float. This looks like it's had... Oh, there's another rubber piece down in there. What is going on? What's happening? Why won't you release? Why won't you release? Ha ha ha. Looks like you just come right out of there, but there's a piece holding on to that needle. Maybe it's you? Ah, spot on the backside. That might prove to be a little bit of a bear. Alright, there's the float. There's the needle. This little spring right here wraps around this brass piece right here. Just on the back side, it like catches a lip. There's a groove there. Don't look like there's a actual float adjustment. But there is another one of those rubber pieces. What is the purpose of that? There's another one in there. Let me show you. And it's dirty, by the way. As you can see, all that garbage down in there. But what is that? What is the purpose of that? Looks like the other one was supposed to go right there. That goes into whatever this thing is. I wonder what the purpose of that is. Somebody explain it to me. What is that thing? I really don't know what that thing is. Or what it's supposed to do. Or why there's two of them. I'm thinking maybe somebody's been in this carburetor before. I would have guessed in '73 this would have not have been some sort of plastic. This would not have been some sort of plastic. I would guess that in '73, could be wrong because I've not worked on these, that it would have been brass. So maybe somebody's been in here before, which is fine. Anyways, go ahead and dump this garbage out. We'll flush it. Doesn't look like there's anything else that would potentially fall out here. So, let's see. Need me another little table over here to put stuff on. But I ain't got one. Yeah, I do. Hang on a minute. I got a plan. Got us a makeshift table here to put some of these pieces on. That should make organizing a little bit better, and I can dump this garbage out and flush it. So. Do, 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 do. Right there, I thought I already lost one. He's down there. That down there. Scoot. And gently down. Time for some flush. Oh, righty. Yeah. I hate these little straws. Alright. Back to work. Well, that's not very clean. Some garbage in there. Get debris. Worms. No, just debris. But which sounded cool. Give me a little brush to get down in there. That's what I need. Let me go grab one. Let me try something. Our back, parts cleaning brush. I'm not gonna sit down in there like I want, but do some good. Sticky varnish. I say. Work on scrubbing and cleaning this thing up, and I will get back to you. We are back. And the reason I'm drinking, my woman got some low down way. If you don't want me, baby, you ought to tell me so. Yeah, it needs cleaned out in there. To tell me so. Fortunately, got old fuel in the truck, which means this is going to be another problem again down the road. But it is what it is because it is. You know what I mean? Well, now tell me, baby. Oh, carburetor cleaning sauce. Whoa. That obviously isn't doing any good. I'm gonna sing one more verse and I ain't gonna sing no more. Cause my train is here and you know why I got to go. Yaka. It's easier to get down in here with this brush. This will clean some more. Just when I thought I was going to be done, my conscience stepped in, my curiosity, and here we are, doing a better job than intended, not for the sake of needing it, even though I needed it, just because I didn't want to, but I'll sleep better knowing, as long as it works as it should, when I get it all back together. As it should. As it should, as it should. It needed it, I know, I just didn't want to, okay? Just didn't want to. I didn't want to, even though I need to. I didn't want to, even though I need to. Do 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 do. That's not going to reach either. Okay. Back to the hose spray. And I hope I can remember how this all goes back together. Clean the gaskets surface. All right. I know it. I've said it lots. All right, all right, all right. Everybody say all right. Alrighty then. Let's clean this garbage up. Running my sign. Should have used the other side, but it had like Bondo and junk on it from the other day, so. What will this do? Ah, that's what that does. That's not sharp clean, that's two. Eh? Just when I thought I was done. I can't help myself. I want to do better at not doing better, but I can't. I want to, I'm trying. Can't help but to fail and fail. No, I'm not perfect, I'm just a little OCD, you see. I want to call it good, but as soon as the opportunity presents itself, yeah. Better. Better, I said it. Boy. This part. It only goes on one way. I brush this one too. Whatever it does, I don't really know. But these carburetors are usually pretty simple. They either work or they don't. Not a lot of moving pieces and parts. Now, if I start disassembling all this linkage here, that might prove to be a little bit of a challenge, but I don't see any reason to go into that. I'm not going to. Okay, that's gooder. Okay, that's gooder. See through these. Perfect. That's pretty well cleaned out. Need spray one more time so I feel better. There. Gooder. And what we need to do, we gotta get that rubber piece in there. You gotta get it out. That's gonna be the challenging part. what it is. Should I grease it? I feel like I should grease it a little bit. Slobber on it, something. It's like gas and stuff. I'm supposed to pull it through and push it too. Oh, well, voila. I just kind of pushed a little here and pulled a little there, and ta-da! That is in place. Get the jets back in there. What is that? Probably the same size. It better be, because I didn't pay attention. 55, maybe? 53? What is it? It's like 55. I don't know what that means. That's a 55. I don't know what all that means. But I want it. Because, well, that's what worked. Hi. Yeah. Aw. Let's see. Let's put in this thingamajig back down in there. Oh wait. Crap. I think the ball went under there. Let's see if it fits. Pretty sure it does. Oh, there's a couple in there. They expect you to lose them. What's that? Dropped in the center hole. That thing, whatever it is. And we need that gasket. Whatever it is. There's the new needle and seat. We're not going to put that in. I don't see a point in it. It was working just fine. We need this gasket for there. And we need this thing. I have to figure out how it goes. I really think it was put in backward. We're going to set that right there. What else? We're going to need that. That is the top plate gasket. There's a different style. Obviously, does not fit for a different series. I guess it could fit, but I don't know what the purpose of it would be. It's similar in a lot of ways. Okay, we need this for this. Let's trade this thing out. Goes like that, make it the same. Voila. Aha. Make sure it fits down on there like it's supposed to. Put down on there like you're supposed to. Why aren't you fitting down on there like you're supposed to? Ideal. There. That didn't really like to go on there. There's a lip that it catches on. It keeps everything tight and in place, so whatever. Whatever. There's that. I just need to clean this thing up. Run some cleaner through it, whatever this thing is. Alright, we got flowage. Just trying to clean it real quick. You know me, I have a tendency doing the clean. That's probably best. Garbage on the bottom side. Ooby gooby. Is that a gasket? Looks like a gasket. Let's see if there's one of those in there. Up here. Be anything of the sort. I don't know what its purpose is. It acts like it seals. Put it back on there. Okay. That was a small challenge to get that rod, that pin, lined back up because it goes up inside this big screw here. So. Yeah. Okay. Right. Liking it. I like it a lot. Here's the power valve. The same. Power valve. Power valve. Alright, this should have a gasket. Power valve gasket. Put that down there. In the flesh. This needs to be put on upside down. And I say that upside down because there's a lip that it needs to sit on. You don't want to screw that thing in there all crooked or pinch it. So this would be the easiest way to line it up. Carefully. That thing up there, make sure we snug it down with our snugging tool. There we go, all snuggered. Snuggy snuggy. Like a buggy and a ruggy. Which way did you go, George? Which way did you go? Like this? That seems to make the most sense. Put all these screws back in here. Up in here. Up in here. Alrighty. I did not do that. So what I think, now let me get these others started. I'm thinking that goes like that, but I need to go back and look at the video. Thinking the angle of the dangle lines up with these air adjuster screws, so that's what we're going with. I will go back and look at the video, make sure that is correct. Righty. Feel gooder? I feel gooder. So much gooder than I did before. A couple things to remember here. On the top of this plunger piece, there is an A and a B. And it does seem to matter which one you put it in. And I'm putting it back where it was, because I don't know where it was supposed to be. And I may be creating or doing the same thing that the previous person did the wrong way. But since I don't know, I'm going to roll with it. Here's what else I figured out. So this nub right here, this elevated spot, makes the most sense that when this arm protrudes through, this nipple here will push against this, and it's like a wear pad or something. I don't know what you want to call it, but that's what that does. Pretty confident. I don't know for sure. Combined with that, so this will go just like, it'll go just like this, just like I was explaining. And as far as I can tell, the spring, the big end, will sit inside the diaphragm, that pocket, that metal pocket there, and the small end will ride over that rubber piece, which I guess acts as like a wear piece. At least that's the best that I can tell. So that's the challenge currently. We have to figure out how to get this thing all back together. Without shooting that spring to the moon. Not exactly sure. I'll just kind of center it up in there. Make sure that the diaphragm's the way it's supposed to. Yep. Something like that. Use two hands. Push it into place. I'd have to push that gasket around a little bit to get the holes to line up. Not very much though. Alright, I think that's it. I'm gonna get the screws in there. At least one. Hold things in place. One. And we'll get the other in there. Make those finger tight. There we go. And voila. Squirt, squirt, squirt. The rest in there, and we will snug them up. I'd rather feed it in like this by hand anyway, just because I kind of feel what it's doing. Lessen the chances of cross thread. I think it's that accelerator pump. I think the diaphragm in the accelerator pump. I guess that's what I'm calling it. I think that's part of where the leak was coming from. There's like a weep hole right down here on bottom. I think the diaphragm maybe was leaking out there. Find my handy dandy tool. There we go. Snug this biscuit up. Perhaps. Alright, we don't need that. We're not ready for these. We're going to go back in there. We're not using any of that. That's extras. extras. Not really extras. I don't think they were bad. They could be reused in an emergency situation. Oh, excuse me. We do need that, but we're going to set that there. Move it, move it. We going to move it, move it. Let's do a little scrubby dub here. Back. Flip this to a little bit cleaner side here. Remember, there's a right way to do this and a wrong way. I'll make sure this little hole right here lines up like it should. And that, my friend, should be it. Which way do you go, George? Which way do you go? This is the sealed section. Wider spacing narrow. Okay, it goes just like that based on the holios. Get that rod back through there. Dropped in place. Screws in it. There's 1, 2, 3. And the fancy tag 4. The old snuggy snug. Now you want to torque these down to a not a you know. But just a just kind of give her a little squeeze on that one. And we're gonna go straight across diagonal that way yonder. We'll go into the other. It's being a little stubborn, not wanting to go in straight. Not wanting to go in there. Now we got to go backward. We'll see if we can start with that one. Acts like there's something in the way, and I don't know what. Oh, there, why you're giving us so much trouble? Start with that one. Hey, that did it. Right, that one started. That one started. What we want to do, we want to make sure they're all started so none of them go in crooked. Remember, like I said, that's your torque spec. Predominantly right-handed, so I'm going to tighten them with my left. That's where I'm weakest. Watcha! ta-da. And then, final torque. That one had some grip. There we go. All right, torque. Put this doogie back down in there. I don't know what its sole purpose baby is, but going in there. It's gonna be the same torque. Plus some. Alright, now we are down to this rod. Make sure we keep that in there correctly. Turn that up, square peg, round hole. Start going. Right there, don't be stubborn. There it is. There's the screw. Put it in place. Got it carefully. Carefully. Get started. Got my handy dandy screwdriver here. Give that a ta-da. And my friend, we are back together. One more trick. It looks like we're missing a machine screw here. This choke is like a mile off from where I think it should be, and that could be why it's having a little trouble starting. So I'm going to do the right thing, and I'm going to open this thing up. And, I'm going to see what is behind here. I do have a gasket. Don't know if I'll be able to find the screw. I'll have to, since it is already missing, I have to run to the parts store to get a replacement. Or not the parts store, but I'll look in that parts kit. I'm pretty sure there's no extra bolts in there. So what I'll probably have to do is run to the hardware store and hopes that I can find one. There. Now there is a mark on these choke caps. There's a notch in them, and then there's little marks across the housing. You're supposed to adjust it to those marks. Now, the spring on the inside, that's what heats up. As it heats up, it allows the choke to open up a little bit more. When it's cold, it's going to work its magic or whatever it does in there, because it's going to have too much cool air and not enough fuel. So we're going to rotate this thing back. This will be its happier spot, where it's not quite. Let's see. No, let's see. I think you want to turn it to where it just. That is way too tight, as expected. Doesn't quite. That opens too much. We're going to go back to it just closes. Bring it a couple notches forward. We're going to call that good. We can adjust it as needed. Put the spring back on it, which is also the holding clamp. Screws back in it. It's going to take a minute for it to get the fuel all the way back up there. However, I think we're ready. Everything seems to be snugged up. Everything seems to be hooked back up. I think we're ready. there we have it. Fired up just like it should. Maybe it's not an internal engine problem. Maybe there's something hitting down inside between the motor and transmission. I don't know. I need to jack it up and investigate it. Right now I'm going to inspect for leaks, and then we'll do that.